Let's talk about something that I did not know enough about until this year, which is named ranges. So, a lot of times when we create something in Excel using a formula, we put the different arguments of our formula directly into the slot for the argument. But there's a better way to do this when you have information that's frequently repeated and you want to make it a little bit less error prone. For example, you see here I have my account number, my account name, and these functions are Velixo functions, but this is really standard Excel functionality. I have this connection name, Sage. Well, what happens when I want to create my next piece of information? For example, opening balance. I would use a function for opening balance, and I would put in my, again, connection name for Sage, and then I would put the rest of the arguments that I want to put. What happens if that information changes? Then I'm going to go into each and every formula and change the name from Sage to whatever it is now. That sounds like a lot of work, especially if I have a lot of formulas in my sheet. Well, one way to get around that is to simply put parameters such as we see here. So I have my connection parameter here, Sage, and I'm going to use regular Excel functionality to turn this formula into a name. In my formulas bar, I can simply click define name, and it's going to know the cell that I'm in. Now I'm going to call this name connection. And another thing that I don't think people use enough when they do named ranges is you can use the comment to explain to a user what this is. So I'll put here simply refers to the name of the Velixo connection being used. Now this is memorized. I don't have to use it as a cell reference. Instead, I'll simply put connection. By the way, here's my help text. Okay, that's what I want. And I'll select connection. It does the same thing, but it's more scalable. For example, let's say that I'm working on another connection. I can add a connection in my connection manager. Velixo lets me do that. So let's say I've got Sage 2, and my company ID for Sage 2 is going to be and then I've got my user ID for Sage 2, and I've got my password for Sage 2, and I'll connect. So I now have Sage 2 as an available connection. I'll go ahead, change my connection here to Sage 2, and the new chart of accounts has been loaded. So I can toggle between that using the named range. Now, where this also gets very handy is, again, repetitive information that I might be referencing. So as I create an opening balance, debits, credits, closing balance, rather than cell referencing each of these pieces of information, like I would here, I can turn these into named ranges so that I know exactly what they're referring to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. My from date, I'll define a name here, and I'll call this from date. And whoops, go ahead and edit this just so I can put my comment. The start date for pulling activity / balances. I'm going to cheat a little and copy this. And then I can go ahead and define my to date same way. So this will be my to date, and this will be the end date for pulling activity / balances. I won't do any more, but I'll show you how much easier it is now to define a formula. For example, SI opening balance. Well, I don't have to cell reference. I'll just type connection. I can see exactly what I'm putting in that connection. I'll reference here my account range. That's not going to change very much. And then my from date, again, from date, and my comment reminds me what it is. And my to date, and my comment reminds me what it is. And that's all I'm going to do. And you see, Velixo has returned the opening balances. And it's a very readable format when I'm looking at this function. Do you have to use name ranges? No, but it makes things pretty easy. And you can also always review the name manager and see what each of your name ranges is and what it's referring to. I hope that helps. If you want to learn more tips like this, feel free to contact us anytime.